minutes in front of you, and we just kind of decided, like, these guys are in such good rhythm, let's leave them, and then we're going to have to do something a little different at the start of the quarter, and so we did, and again, I think that's a a little, some key plays there. I thought Vaden made a key play, House made a key play, Tobias made some key play, like that. The other guys made some good plays, and I was really happy with the way they executed. They pulled a couple of sets out that were, well, we hadn't used yet, and we hadn't used very much this year, and got a couple baskets out of them. I thought, man, that was somebody, that's a good idea by probably Melt or somebody, to run it, and they kind of moved the pieces even, and so it was great that they could execute and find some baskets.
Joel obviously has the 32 points, but some of his passes tonight were really impressive. I know that's something that we talked about even heading into the season, his playmaking, but just what is he seeing, the reads, or just what's maybe most impressing you about that side of this game right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first part is that he really wants to do that, right? He understands that he needs to do that to help our team. So that's always like the first point, that he's willing to do it. The second part of it is, the guy's got to make the right reads, cut, and do the right things. It's like probably offensively for sure. The other night against Boston, we just weren't doing it, right? It's one of the two things we weren't doing that impacted that game. So we talked a lot about it today at shoot around. We worked on it a lot today at shoot around, and at least the guys took it forward.
29 and 10 for Tobias tonight, but he's had at least 15 every night so far this season. You called him solid in the preseason. How has he lived up to that tag?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I keep saying that this is kind of what I'm expecting from him. He can shoot the three, he can take it in transition, he can play a little ISO on the low block, get it to some areas. I like that he's continuing to be aggressive and he's finding it. I think Tyrese probably overdid it a little bit tonight, but he kept looking for him, running plays for him, and calling his number a lot, which was the right thing most of the time, but maybe a little too much. But he's in a good aggressive mindset, and he's feeling good about his game.
Coach, when you usually down, when you usually up at the end of the game, it's usually NBA etiquette to just slow it down. But knowing the fact that this tournament, point differential can be a factor. Do you tell your guys
we were absolutely playing that out at the end. I'm not sure we gained or lost anything on that. Maybe we might have gained a bucket, but it seemed like we kept playing, get a bucket, and then we'd get one right back. I don't think the total points matter. I think it's a differential, but we were certainly trying to get stops and not hold, and play those last 3 or 4 possessions out.
You called it a must win, and so did it. That combined with maybe what the locker room was just like, does it feel different when you're like, okay, this wasn't just a regular season?
Well, I think everybody understands that, the importance of trying to get through this thing, and we put ourselves in the situation where we were done if we didn't win. We were done if we didn't win. So it doesn't mean we're going to go through now, but at least there's some possibility, right, that we could. It's going to be difficult, right? Because the team that's 2-0 we lost to, I don't know what they did tonight, or haven't seen a score or anything, but they're 2-0, so even if they drop one and we both end up 3-1, they're going to get the nod. But hopefully we can sneak in. Hopefully they'll drop 2, or hopefully we can sneak in on a second. There's a few second place teams that get to go on as well, I think.
You talked about Young and Murray before the game. Were you happy with how you guys, kept them relatively under control?
Yeah, I think that's about as good a job as you can do on those two guys. I mean, I really do. They were feeling, I think, some intensity from us and some hard work, and both of them shot for them. It's a pretty low shooting percentage, so I think that's about as good as you can do on those guys combined.
Thanks, Coach.